So I want to start out this video by saying big shout out to Mom for getting me Burger King and getting me a chicken sandwich with bacon. That is like, whew, amazing. Let me know down in the comment section below, where is your favorite chicken sandwich? I think mine is probably Chick-fil-A or Popeyes, but the original chicken sandwich from Burger King is so unbelievably tasty, especially if you put onion rings on it. Oh my God, it is dangerous. And since I'm already fat as it is, like it makes me happy just seeing food that I enjoy seeing. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this battle that we're about to play that the current me has already played, but I forgot to record a team builder before the battle because I woke up approximately 15 minutes before the game. So let's talk about it. My opponent has Urshifu single strike, so it is the dark and fighting type, the broken one that should not have been allowed, especially in an 18 team draft. But that's beside the point. And he has it along Tapu Fini and Ferrothorn, which is really good. And if you don't know why, so the biggest way to beat down Urshifu, in my opinion, that if you don't have like a really good fairy, which I do, is hazards like T-spikes or spikes, or just like offensive fairies somehow, like a choice scarfed fairy to hopefully outspeed a non-choice scarfed Urshifu. Or have webs and make that slower, but he also has webs of his own, so he counters that. He also counters T-spikes because he has Misty Terrain. So overall, phenomenal team. Things I'm most scared of. I didn't put these in any particular order. I just put them in the order that I remembered, but I'm not scared of Sandaconda at all, pretty much. I'm a little bit scared of Salazzle. I'm a little bit scared of Avalugg. I'm really scared of the first four because I don't really have the best switch-ins to it, because Goodra's coverage is phenomenal to be able to pretty much break down anything. Like even my Sylveon can get two-shot by Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave depending on their investment. So that is petrifying to me. And then DD Gyarados is also really scary because even though I have Rain and I have Water Absorb Mons, it gets Power Whip now, so it's able to absolutely blow back my my Seismitoad. So I have to be very careful about that thing. Basically my only check to it is like Choice Scarfed Zapdos because it's my only thing at base 100 aside from Celebi that can outspeed it and one-shot it, or Rain Kingdra dropping a Draco on it. But I don't really want to have to drop a Draco on Kingdra or with Kingdra because that can just allow in Tapu Fini, and Tapu Fini I can see being around for a very long time. But the other thing about Tapu Fini that is absolutely terrifying to me is a setup Tapu Fini. Now, Tapu Fini in this matchup, it does not need anything aside from water and fairy coverage, meaning he could go Dual Dance, he could go Calm Mind, Iron Defense, and that is something that I noticed in prep. That is something that my buddy pointed out to me, Hot Honcho. That is something that I'm petrified of. But I kind of need to play like it doesn't exist until I see it, because my designated lead is going to be Shelmet. If I'm able to get up a T-Spike before Tapu Fini comes in, whenever Tapu Fini does come in, it'll get poisoned first and then Misty Terrain will get set up, meaning that it'll be 10 times easier to deal with because it'll be taking 12% from poison every single turn. And aside from Tapu Fini, almost everything else on the entire team gets poisoned that I'm scared of. Goodra gets poisoned, Urshifu gets poisoned, Avalugg gets poisoned if it's not heavy duty boots, Sandaconda gets poisoned, things like that. And since I'm not really scared of Salazzle all that much because I do have Rain, like I'm not scared of it offensively, I am a little worried that it could come in to get rid of my T-Spikes, but that's why Shelmet is here. With Shell Armor, it is a hard stop to Urshifu. Even Choice Banded cannot two-shot me with Wicked Blow. I resist close combat with Shell Armor. I do not get crit. It is phenomenal. And I do not have an offensive move because the only thing it's here for is to switch in on Urshifu, tank its hits forever, and then force it to take a lot of damage with Toxic Spikes and set up spikes repeatedly in its face, so anything that comes in will take a lot of spikes damage. That is the only thing it's here for. It's also here to potentially encore the Ferrothorn, but that's like a little bit less than ideal because I don't want Ferrothorn to knock off my Violite, because then Choice Band and Wicked Blow could potentially two-shot me depending on its investment. So Shelmet is here just for that. It is here literally just for that. And if Gyarados thinks that it can come in on me and set up as I go for a spike, I can encore it into DD, and then I can switch around to go into Zapdos, kill it with Thunderbolt, things of that nature. So that is the main goal of Shelmet. Get up hazards, encore stuff into be really annoying, and then to just never die to Urshifu and force Urshifu to take T-Spikes damage. Only thing it's here for. This thing can actually also PP stall it pretty well with like encore and going for hazards and things like that. So if I need to, last ditch effort, I can PP stall it. Passimian is the next one on the team, and I say this in the battle, but I love Passimian. Passimian might just be one of, if not my favorite fighting type Pokemon of all time, because it is just so unbelievably versatile. I've ran Assault Vest twice, I've ran Bulk Up, I've ran Scarf, I've ran everything already in this league, and it's just so good. I'm running Defiant with Assault Vest because if I have up hazards and Tapu Fini comes in, I'm going to switch hard into my Passimian expecting the defog, get a +2 boost, and then I'm able to just blow everything back. They do not have a switch into it. I do not die to any one hit from anything aside from Urshifu, but I have a switch into Shelmet, meaning that I can potentially go up 2 with just my Passimian. Just my Passimian, I'm able to get 2 kills, which is phenomenal if I predict the defog correctly. Assault Vest with pretty much max Spadef means that offensive Moonblast never kills me after a Spike and Stealth Rock. So I'm able to switch this thing in guaranteed, and I'm good to go. Click Gunk Shot, do a lot of damage to it. I have 156 speed. This is for just speed creeping Tapu Fini. If Tapu Fini has any amount of speed investment, I don't think it can afford much more than 120, because that means that it's putting a lot. It's putting like 104, and then it's not able to reliably take things like Thunderbolts from Zapdos, things like grass type moves from Celebi, things of that nature. So I do not think that they could run much more speed than that. So that's just that speed creep. And then the special attack the special defense investment also allows me to hit live hits from Goodra, which is pretty important in my opinion. CC is also super spammable because the only thing they have to resist it gets nuked by Gunk Shot and Rock Slide. So it's phenomenal coverage. I absolutely love it. Also, I'm not respecting Dedenne or Meowstic in prep at all because in general, the prep for the others, it also preps for them. So for example, I can tank 2 Dazzling Gleams from Fat Dedenne. I can tank a Psychic after Stealth Rock and Spike from Meowstic, Click U, turn and do a lot of damage to it, things like that. So and also same thing for Shelmet. If I get a Petit Spike, those two get worn down. So I'm not really respecting them too much and going out of my way to prep for them. But I think just by prepping for the other Mons, I'm doing them justice. Next up is AV Bouffalon. This is another Pokemon that I've fallen in love with recently. I think that it is just so good at being a tank and dealing back damage. So careful, 164 allows me to not get 2-shot by Choice Specs Thunderbolt from Vikavolt. It allows me to tank 2 Dragon Pulses from Choice Specs Goodra. Body Slam, Wild Charge, Rock Slide, Close Combat. Again, just phenomenal coverage versus everything. The attack investment allows me to 2-shot the standard Ferrothorn after a Spike if they have lefties. If they do not have lefties, I guarantee 2-shot with CC. And that one is like max HP, 80 defense investment, whatever. It also allows me to KO Gyarados with Wild Charge, I believe, after an Intimidate. But I think if it's coming, it's going to be Moxie, because it can DD up and then just Moxie sweep me because of how slow my team is. But yeah, and then Body Slam is just really good cover, like really good neutral hits versus everything. And then the speed creep is for Vikavolt, I believe is what I did. This set and my Sylveon set got deleted right before the battle, so I had to remake them real quick. But I think I just put enough in for Vikavolt, like just like the standard Vikavolt, I think. I don't remember what I did. I think I just looked at like the standard, like uninvested, and then put like 36 in, because 36 is the standard number I go for whenever like I naturally outspeed something and I'm speed creeping a speed creep. Just a natural number I go for. Next up is the heat set of the week. I want to give a big shout out to Hot Honcho for this one. So this set is intended to break and or win. It could do both depending on the game. Calm Mind, Recover Psychic, and Aura Sphere. What I can do is I can tank a knockoff from Defensive Ferrothorn. I can have my weakness policy activate. I can set up a Calm Mind, and then I kill everything. I outspeed everything on the entire team outside of Salazzle. And I have Recover and Calm Mind to be able to play around Sucker Punches from Urshifu. And then Psychic plus Aura Sphere hits quite literally the entire team aside from Meowstic. It is perfect coverage, and at +3, I nuke everything. With a +1 in Spadef, I'm able to actually have a Flamethrower after a knockoff from Ferrothorn from Goodra, unless it is Choice Specs, and I'm able to get off a lot of damage with a +3 Psychic. I'm able to completely OHKO Urshifu. I'm able to do a lot of damage to things like Vikavolt, and so the big thing that I noticed when prepping was I needed to be able to break Goodra, Vikavolt, and Ferrothorn. Those are the 3 big bulky mons that I'm scared of just off the bat, because everything else I think I have some sort of play around to. And yeah, so I'm really going for ways that can lure them in and break them down for like my Passimian to potentially clean up as a bulky offensive mon, or my Zapdos. And this is the perfect way to be able to break down Goodra, because Goodra can live a couple hits. Vikavolt can live like 1 Psychic. That's it. And that's if it's max HP. Everything else just gets blown back. So very, 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 very good Pokemon here. And I don't think there's much that they can do about this Pokemon. I really don't. Like, if I'm able to get my weakness policy off, I claim a kill. So very, very, very good Pokemon. Next up, Spadef Sylveon. It's standard. Doesn't get 2-shot by Choice Band, Urshifu, Wicked Blow. Or no, does it get 2-shot, or does it like Scarfed? I can't remember. Yeah, it gets 2-shot by Banded, not by yeah, Choice Scarf after Rocks. Right? Choice Scarf after Rocks at 100%. Yeah. Okay, so that's what it was. Didn't need any investment, and that was the beauty of drafting Shelmet, because by drafting Shelmet, I'm able to free up my Fairy type a little bit, and I'm able to be a little bit more Spadef for other things, which is kind of the goal and really why I wanted Shelmet. I didn't even realize that I played both Urshifus, but now that I realize that I do play both Urshifus, it really helped me out. So very, very cool. Next up, and finally on the team, we have Zapdos. Zapdos is here as just a blanket check to everything. If you look on their team is very, very, very specially offensive aside from Urshifu and Gyarados. Everything else is pretty much either hard-walled by Zapdos. Zapdos can break in 1 shot, or can't really touch it. So Thunderbolt, Heatwave, Defog, and Roost. Defog is there just in case they bring dual screens Tapu Fini. I have found that they are in love with dual screens Tapu Fini. They have brought it multiple times. And it's very, very good, but at the same time, I feel as though setup is just so much better versus me. But even if they decide to bring Meowstic with dual screens, having Meowstic with dual screens, being able to defog them away is also very, 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 very useful. So I think that is about the only thing for the team that really, really matters, is make sure that they don't set up dual screens, and set up with Gyarados is a big thing. I wish I could have ran like Choice Scarfed or something like that. Thank you. I wish I could have ran like Choice Scarfed or something like that to be able to break it down, but I just physically could not. I need to be able to have multiple things that can check Vikavolt. I do have Sylveon and Bouffalant that can check Vikavolt though, so maybe I could have gone offensive Zapdos, but I really liked Roost plus Defog. But either way, that is beside the point. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, and we'll switch over to the battle right now. What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the ICP. This is the week, I don't even know at this point, week 6, I think. Something along those lines. We're going up against Helios, who actually has Urshifu single strike, which you guys would know that by the team builder. You know what we're bringing. Let's just go ahead and hop right into it. I'm really nervous because I really want to win this. If I lose this, I'm going to be not in a bad spot for playoffs, but not the most ideal spot for playoffs. So hopefully we can pull through. I'm hoping not to see Gyarados, but I know I'm going to see Gyarados. I know I'm going to see Gyarados. No Gyarados. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Sir, that's a Dedenne. Are you okay? What? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna lead off with my Shelmet, and I'm gonna get up a T-Spike. Because Spike and T-Spike versus them are really annoying. He brought Dedenne. What? Okay. This could be much, much worse. This could be much, much worse. Okay, no Goodra means that no Goodra means my Sylveon's going to be freed up a lot for the Meowstic and for the Dedenne. My Celebi can't touch that Meowstic because I didn't respect it in prep, which I know got a lot of comments that I shouldn't do that, but it's a Meowstic. Okay. Let off with Finny. Okay. I'm going to click. No, I'm not going to click anything. I'm going to go directly into my Zapdos, I think. Because I can't let this thing get weakened. Did I go into Bouffalon? No, I'm going to go directly into Zapdos. Yep, Calm Mind. This was the biggest fear, but this thing needs a lot of speed, and at +1, I'm doing 40 to 48. Either way, I'll be able to break this thing down. Yeah. Do they go for Draining Kiss? No, they go for another Calm Mind. How do I want to do this? Because this thing does have the potential to sweep me off lead. I should have clicked Encore with my Shelmet immediately. How much is a +2 Draining Kiss doing to me? No. I'm gonna go for another T-Bolt. I'm doing 30 to 37. If they go for Draining Kiss, they're recovering 18 to 22. Go for Draining Kiss. This is only doing 22 to 27. They're a little offensive, actually. Oof. I think what I have to do is I just have to spam this. Get in my Passimian and click Gunk Shot. I think that's about the only thing I can do. Zapdos really was only here for this. Go for Iron Defense. That was a choke, I think, wasn't it? Does this kill now? Because, like, my Thunderbolt's doing a lot, bro. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Threat avoided. He needed to click Draining Kiss there. I think he maybe thought I was uninvested entirely, but I have a little bit of special attack investment, so that threat's avoided. Cigarette, okay. Zapdos versus... What does this Pokemon even do? This Meowstic female? No, this is Meowstic male. What does this Pokemon even do? It takes 50% from Thunderbolt, but it can get up screens. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it, because if they set up screens, I can defog. I do outspeed, so they could go for like a Toxic or something. It's super fat, super Spadef. They go for Trick Room. Okay. I'm going to go for a Roost here. Because if they go into Vikavolt, I can actually take 2 Thunderbolts from Choice Specs. Go for Yawn. Okay. And then I'm going to go into my Bouffalant, because it can take on Vikavolt if it comes in. It can take on Dedenne if it comes in. It can take this thing on pretty well. And like I said, I'm not overly worried about screens, but if they're Trick Room, Yawn, dual screens, that means that they have no offensive pressure, and then it's not that big of a deal. I kind of want to get in my Shelmet, because the second I get up a T-Spike, the second the team starts to basically just crumble. I have a feeling they're going to go into Vikavolt here, because Vikavolt in Trick Room is a little annoying. Go for Psyshock. How much does this do? Literally 0. I love this Pokemon. I absolutely love this Pokemon. I'm gonna go for a Body Slam, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Body Slam, because nothing really wants to switch in on this. Okay, so they're T-Wave, Trick Room, Psyshock, and Yawn. That's fine. That is 100%. No, it's not fine. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just gonna go for Body Slam again. Vikavolt. Oh, please break through and please get the para. Please break through and please get the para. Para? Nice. Revenge. I want to go directly into Shelmet. And then I'm going to set up a Spike. And the reason why I want to set up a Spike first is because now that this thing's paralyzed, my Sylveon outspeeds it, I think. My Celebi will outspeed it even if it's Scarfed. They go for U-turn. No, they go for Wicked Blow. Are you ready to watch this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for that damage? That is beautiful. Do I set up a T-Spike or do I set up a Spike? I'm going to set up a T-Spike first. Bofa? What does Bofa mean? Okay. Do I go for game? I'm gonna go for game. Because like I'm feeling pretty confident now that I know that like I have the thing paralyzed. I have a feeling they're gonna go for knockoff here, which will pop my weakness policy. And then I set up a comp. Holy shit, that did a lot. That's offensive. That is offensive. I'm gonna click recover here and get to a point where I can Calm Mind once just to be safe, but yeah, that is offensive. Because like knockoff to me should be doing 47% maximum. That did 60%, so he's like offensive. He's max attack adamant. Right? How much health did I have? 71. Yeah, it did 60% exactly. The only way that they could get that is if they're Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, I just need to go and I need to break this thing. It's assault vested, which ultimately is okay. Okay, so Breaker is not done for, but they don't have a way of switching into Zapdos, like, at all. Like, Dedenne might be able to, but it'll get toxic, well, poisoned. They stayed in? What? Why'd they stay in? Okay, that's fine. They don't have a rocker aside from this. I'm just going to go for Heat Wave. I expected them to try to save this thing, but, you know, whatever. I guess Heat Wave was a smarter play there anyway, because it hits 2 things for super effective, and then hits everything else for neutral, whereas Thunderbolt resisted by 3 things. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is like max attack adamant. Heat Wave, land, nice. Okay, so Zapdos picks up another KO. And now if Vikavolt comes in, Heat Wave is 2-shotting it. If Dedenne comes in, it's 67-67. I'm gonna click Thunderbolt twice, I think. Like, I think that's the play that I go for. Right? Or do I... Yeah. They unfortunately have a new Trick Room Sweeper in the likes of their their Urshifu, because it is now paralyzed. Kill for Shelmet, Pog. Oh man. Luckily my Shelmet actually still outspeeds it. So if they go into it, I'm going to hard into Shelmet, click recover. If they go into Vikavolt here, I'm going to click Roost. Let's see. Yeah. I might go hard into Bouffalon first, because Bouffalon is able to tank hits as well. I'm really glad we got out of that Finny situation. That Finny situation would have been very, 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 very bad. I'm going to go into my Bouffalon, actually. And I'm just going to start spamming Body Slam, because they don't really have a good way of switching into it. And Dedenne can't, like, toxic recycle me. I love how on Dedenne's PU calc, it actually still has HP Ice on here. That is hysterical to me. They go for Thunder. No shot. This Dedenne just hit Thunder versus me. That is wild. I'm gonna go and just click Body Slam. This Dedenne just clicked Thunder. What? If they go into Urshifu, I'll be taking a little bit of damage. I'll be taking like 30%. It's paralyzed, so it won't be poisoned. But then I can just go into Shelmet again, get up a spike. They really only have Dedenne, Urshifu, and Vikavolt left. Jesus Christ, that did so much damage. They go for Volt Switch, which is okay, I guess. If I get up a spike, that thing... I need to go, and I need to get up all 3 spikes in order for it to die on entry, I think. I think Cheek Pouch and Citrus Berry will pop before the thing. Okay, I live any hit. Unless it is Choice Specs. Choice Specs, Thunderbolt. Does 37 to 43. And I'm at 46. So I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. Get some good damage off. And I get paralyzed. Nice. Nice. We'll just forget that that turn never happened, okay? We will just pretend like that turn never happened. We will pretend that that turn never existed in the turn of Pokemon, and we will just click Rock Slide again. It's the way that this is going to work. I really need to make custom shiny sprites for Bouffalant and Shelmet because like I didn't expect to be bringing them as much as I am. That is super offensive, like super defensive. And I get a flinch. But now they're going to be faster than me. Do I live this Choice Specs Thunder? I doubt it. It is not Choice Specs. It is Assault Vest, Heavy Duty Boots, something. Gonna go for a Rock Slide. So he goes for Roost. So he's Rocks. So he's Thunder, Roost, really Fizz Death. Nice. Okay. Can you leave it on the couch, please? Yep, thank you. Okay, so now that Bouffalant is down, I'm going to go into Passimian and I'm going to click Rock Slide because I think Passimian can kill it with 2 Rock Slides, and I think he's going to think he can kill me with a Thunder. Which, spoiler alert, he cannot. And I think Passimian is actually going to clean up this game. 2 Rock Slides should two-shot it. It should. Yup. There we go. Crit. And flinch. Oof. I am sorry, my guy. I'm going to click CC just because I don't want to risk missing a Rock Slide and him getting up a Roost. Like, that would be a massive choke, whereas CC kills. So another kill for Passimian, which is great. Passimian is by far one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, Passimian is great. Aegislash is great. There's so many Pokemon I'm loving on this draft. Okay. Are you gonna get Citrus Spray and Cheek Pouch? No. This thing can't kill me with anything. I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide. Like, even a Dazzling Gleam at this point, I don't think will kill me. Does it even get Dazzling Gleam? Volt Switch. Dazzling Gleam, it'll kill me now whenever it comes back in. But so to Urshifu, it is paralyzed. And Choice Scarf, it hits 111. I'm at 120. I outspeed this thing. I'm clicking Close Combat. Even if it's Jolly, I outspeed it. No, I don't if it's max speed. Oh. Ooh, did I choke? Did I choke? Did I just choke? No, thank God. This thing should drop. Like, this is a Passimian and this is a Dedenne. Thank God. If that thing didn't drop, I was going to be really disappointed in myself. Okay, so I'm at -2 defense versus an Urshifu. Choice Banded Sucker Punch to 71% maximum. I need to see what I'm at. Because as much as I love Helios, I need to preserve diff. Because playoffs. I'm at 72% and Sucker Punch does from Adamant Choice Band to 71% maximum. Click CC. We do outspeed, not Choppleberry, and it drops. GG to Helios, man. This was a... Man. I think if he clicked Draining Kiss instead of Iron Defense, I think he won. It would have been really, really difficult for me to come back from that because I would have lost my Zapdos. I would have had to have Passivity and take a bunch of damage. But I think he expected me not to have any investment, so he went for the dual setup. But that was a phenomenal game. GG's to Helios. Make sure you guys go check him out. His links will be down in the description below. Super cool homie. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video where I promise there will be face cam in the next video. I have finally gotten my camera fixed where it doesn't freeze and it actually picks up everything. So there will be face cam again, I promise. I've just been waiting on the money to be able to get a new camera. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.